We're back, and for all the beer drinkers and the rockers out there, San Miguel Brewery will mark the 30th anniversary of its annual Oktoberfest next month, with the high-caliber local and international entertainers expected to rock the stage. The Black Eyed Peas' very own Pinoy star, Apple the Apple, top bill the concert on September 28 at the Asiana City in Macapagal Boulevard, Parañaque. The planned beer festival / rock concert was formally announced in a press conference held at the San Miguel Corporation's head office last week. During the press con, 80s rock icon Jet Pangan gave journalists a taste of what SMB has planned for the Oktoberfest by belting out one of the Dawn's greatest hits, enveloped ideas, for people my age. Expected to share the stage with Apple the App on the big day aside from Pangan, our rapper-comedian Michael V, the Eraserheads' former frontman Eli Buendia, and local rock legend Pepe Smith of Juan de la Cruz. SMB spokesman also said beer will be at only 12 pesos per serving during the concert. All right. We are back, and we have a lot of questions texted in by our viewers. I'll start with you, Benedict. This is from Tisay, who happens to be a call center agent. The Philippines now beats India in the voice segment of call center business. However, we might have a problem because the rupee, which is India's currency, has depreciated significantly while the peso has appreciated. What's your comment?
So we had a topic kanina about the government support, no? What the industry needs. That's certainly one of those areas. Now, when you look at the reasons why people outsource to the Philippines, access to the talent pool that we have is certainly the strongest factor. But you also have the cost, at play. And as far as the cost is concerned, that is something that moved against our favor because the rupiah depreciated and the peso is holding strong. We were in a recent currency forum wherein we also expressed, amongst other export industries, that we want to also not continue to be disadvantaged on the currency front. Right now, it's being managed by the industry. And the good thing about that is that also speaks volumes about the caliber and the quality of Filipino talent. Because despite the cost differential, we still see very strong demand for Philippines. But you also want to maintain that it doesn't deviate too much from a cost equation. Right now, it's being managed.
Benedict, we have the highest regard for the Indians, who are very competent, but a lot of the customer side, the downstream reactions, is that the accent of a Filipino still go for us. So whatever cost differential still can be.
Yes. Currently, despite we've actually, this is the other interesting thing, even outside of the depreciation that happened over the past year and a half, we've always been higher cost in India, even in voice. So we've always been some percentage points higher. So the fact that we've actually overtaken that space is very telling that there's some other factors that have made us number one.
Quality.
So we become number one despite the fact that we're slightly ahead in terms of our cost structure. Okay. But again, we're watching that very closely. We were talking about government support. One of the things that we have enjoyed as an industry are the fiscal incentives that we get for the investors. So our goal is to maintain the current incentive structure because we need that to make sure that overall, when you look at Philippines, it's still a very attractive cost location. You can't also naman just continue to slide back in terms of cost advantage. Right now, our quality is still helping us actually buoy the demand for Philippines despite the currency fluctuation between the two currencies.
Okay, now for Harris, how many doctors do you have in Pinoy Med? This is from Eileen, but she doesn't say where she lives.
Right now, the last time I checked it, like 2 days ago, we have already parang 2,600 doctors are already members of PinoyMed.com. So these doctors came from Metro Manila, from hospitals, public and private hospitals in Metro Manila, and including part of Batangas, the whole Laguna, and Bulacan. So we are actually, our target is to have 6,000 doctors before the year ends. So we are planning to go to to the Visayas na, and to the Mindanao. So Cebu and Davao kasi meron na rin mga doktor na nagtatanong from Cebu and Davao. They want to be included. But unfortunately, syempre we started with Metro Manila pa.
Someone just asked whether you can actually make an appointment with your doctor by way of Pinoy Med.
Yes. Actually,
they have that
they have
function.
the number naman eh. They'll get the number of the doctor in our website, and then they can actually chat with the doctor and with the secretary of the clinic, and then schedule an appointment with them.
Okay, for Benedict, many workers in service-oriented industries hesitate taking on BPO jobs because of the perception that it's a dead-end job, meaning there's no progression, or you don't get promoted. What's the prospect of career growth in the BPO industry from being an agent? What's the next level up?
So the career prospects is actually very, very attractive. It's actually quite amazing. So mali yung perception.
That was a perception
na
that
dead
even
end.
I had.
So I'll share with you some of the experiences I've had. No? About 11, 12 years ago, we hired a fresh graduate. Now, at a very young age, he's heading the HSBC shared service operation in the Philippines with over 5,000 employees. No? New graduate 12 years ago has moved up to become the country head for a prestigious firm like that, overseeing. So young 30s kind of a guy. That's the example of people who actually work hard, has the potential, want to grow. Because after agent, minsan may mga iba-ibang levels ng agent as you gain your proficiency. And as you gain your proficiency...
So there is a management level option for you down the line if you're good.
Absolutely. In fact, this is where you see also fast-track careers. Kasi nga, lumalaki yung kumpanya eh. Pag lumalaki yung kumpanya, aggressive yung development and mas maraming promotion opportunities. Kasi nga, you're not waiting for somebody to retire ahead of you or to be hit by the bus. Because you're creating more team leader positions, manager positions, executive, in a fast-growth environment. Kaya maraming opportunities. No? Kaya kailangan lang pagsikapan mo. And we've seen a lot of our workforce actually move up the ranks. So it's a very exciting industry for careers.
We're asking our texters to please tell us your first name at least and where you're from. Anyway, this is for Benedict again. What efforts has BPAP done to ensure that BPO workers affected by the floods are given assistance? Do you have a CSR, so corporate social responsibility program, for your workers? I guess this is for on an individual company.
Right. So BPAP is the association of different IT BPO associations and companies, no? And we've actually been deploying support and CSR in two ways. Yung sabi mo kanina, the companies themselves are doing significant levels of support for their employees who are affected, and also in the communities that they're serving. So maraming CSR effort by all the companies that are involved. Ang ginagawa rin ng BPAP is we augment that. No? So nagda-drive din kami amongst our members to make contributions in cash and in kind. And our partners would involve Children's Hour, for instance, for distributing the relief goods. Recently, BPAP, together with its partner associations, CCAP, or the Contact Center Association, HIMOAP, the Health Information, ACPI, GDA, PSIA, we actually donated ₱500,000 pesos as an association cluster to the relief victims. So maraming tayong ginagawa at the association level and at the company level. What we're doing now is we've actually rolled out a survey amongst our companies kasi nga we're trying to now start to host fora or forum when we talk about other ways by which we can be better at responding as an industry and as companies in situations like this. So we're very much taking this very, very seriously and deeply, and we want to actually do better as we move forward.
Okay, for Harris, they're asking if Pinoy Med is an all-Filipino company, and for Pinoy Med, what's the difference between PinoyMed.com to other health-related websites?
Okay, actually, it's I have a business partner. He's a Filipino-Chinese.
This is from Manila pala.
Yeah, he's Mr. Peter T. So he's Filipino. So I'm also Filipino. I'm Guevara. So it's a Filipino-owned company. So the difference, I think, lies kasi this is the first online health magazine in the Philippines. So technically, wala talagang competitor. Ang pinakakatulad namin, the states have states has WebMD, and then they have other health websites. Sa atin, actually the siguro ang special factor sa pinoymed.com is the pet health. We included this menu called pet health for the health of our pets, dogs, cats. So yun, kasi it's part of the Filipino
The
culture
family.
to have all these pets. So sinama namin siya. And we also have a section for alternative medicine.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Because
Kasi-
that's a hip thing right now.
Yes. So meron kami alternative medicine doon, and kasi kailangan we have to include that menu so that people will be informed on the other side naman, aside from the over the counter drugs. We also have a menu for alternative medicine approved by the
BPAP.
Department of Health.
Okay. This is from Achi. Mahirap po bang mag-develop ng website katulad ng Pinoy Med? So this is again probably a prospective website developer.
Actually, mahirap talaga mag-develop ng website. I mean, you have to
Any
know
business
the
naman is
Oo. You have to
never
know
easy.
just like what I said earlier, new medium siya. So you have to make sure na pupuntahan siya ng tao, and at the same time, your clients or your supporters, your advertisers will trust that medium. So ganun siya kahirap in the sense. Pero yung pagbubuo, the technical part, I think marami magaling na Pinoy na gumagawa ng website.
Okay, there is a comment here that his or her favorite writer or columnist is someone by the name of Wango, who writes very interesting
Yes.
articles regarding HIV.
HIV.
It says
Actually,
there.
Mr. Wango Galyag is one of our columnists. He's the son of Mr. Peke Galyaga, the film director. And Wango was diagnosed with HIV. So so he writes a weekly column for us, sharing his experiences from the diagnosis to.
Okay, Benedict, this is a touchy subject matter, but there's a Filipino saying that pag ang puno mabunga binabato, no? So the call center industry was put in a bad light about a year or two ago when some groups siguro were questioning the moral standards in call centers, that there were supposed to be a higher percentage of STDs. Is that true?
You know what we have been doing is that in a few occasions may mga sinasite, may findings, may research. We've actually gone to all of those who've done the research and the studies, and they actually show that there is no difference. That's not what they're saying. Minsan lang, mali yung pagka-report, mali yung interpretation. We also did a study with one of our biggest healthcare provider partners in the industry. We looked at the types and the incidences of illnesses in our industry versus other industries like banking and manufacturing. We didn't see a difference. We also recently partnered with ILO and World Health Organization because we want to keep a tracking of this area. So I think what you'll expect from the association and the companies that will continue to invest in understanding and managing this, but so far no study has shown that that is the case. So medyo nagkaroon ng misinterpretation or mischaracterization.
Exaggeration.
Even if you go to the researchers that they're quoting, they're saying no.
Kasi I've also heard that.
Our studies didn't
Okay,
say
guys, we're out of time. So very briefly, your parting shots to the viewers. Harris.
So if you have medical concerns, you want to learn you want to be informed on different health issues, just log on to www.pinoymed.com. So yun lang. Actually, www.pinoymed.com. So read articles there, be informed. We
be
believe
health
that health is be health conscious kasi wala naman talaga masama, and we believe that information is the best medicine.
Very briefly, Benedict, your parting shot and the prospects. Maybe you can invite some of the other skilled Filipinos to take part in your industry.
Yeah, it's a terrific industry. It's going to continue growing. It comes with tremendous opportunities for those who actually want to understand more of what the industry is all about. The two biggest event in outsourcing is about to take place. September 17 and 18 is the International Contact Center Conference and Exposition hosted by CCAP at SMX. That's where we have over 8,000 delegates attending that. There's a job fair element, and there's a lot of the global thought leaders are going to be there. The other event is happening October 7 to 9. It's the International Outsourcing Summit. And again, that's more of the all types of outsourcing activities are going to be talked about with global thought leaders being there. That's going to be held in Makati, Shangri-La. So the two biggest events are about to happen. So if those who are interested, understanding about this industry, please join us in those events.
Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. Now, on that note, the BPO industry and other firms born from ICT advancements are among the saving graces of the Philippine economy. From modest beginnings at the turn of the 21st century, the BPOs and other internet-based firms have since become consistent growth drivers of the Philippine economy. Sadly, there are indications that this industry seems to not be getting the government support that it deserves. Anyway, to the viewers, remember you can like us on Facebook. That's at Practical Business TV, or have a look at our blog at practicalbusinesstv.wordpress.com. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's PracBiz TV Clips. Okay, join us again next Thursday at 11 a.m. for another hour of insightful discussions and updates in the world of business here on Practical Business. I'm your host, Miguel Hill. Have a nice day.